Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new reacting and reviewing. And today is a special one because this movie was funded through Kickstarter. Tonight's movie is a horror film from 2013, and its name is Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Now, it's only just recently that I heard about this film. The reason why I know of this is because my super awesome best friend in the whole wide world, Sarah, aka the Blood Princess, told me about this film and kind of got me curious, mainly because of the fact that it features some rather famous wrestlers such as Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Kurt Angle, the franchise Shane Douglas, Matt Hardy, and the recently departed Roddy Piper. Rest in peace, Hot Rod. And apparently, from what she told me, that this is apparently the worst zombie movie ever made, which already doesn't really give me a lot of high hopes. But is that true, or was she over exaggerating? But the only way I'm going to find out is for me to shut the fuck up and push play, which is what I'm going to do right now. So, with that said, grab some drink. And without further ado, shall I kick back, relax, and check out Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Oh, okay, I'm already noticing the first problem, the audio balance. Because, I mean, when this started, I could barely hear what the ring announcer was saying, and all of a sudden, it just shoots up in volume. And this being filmed, being apparently an independent wrestling circuit, so there was a lot of echo. So that's the reason why it's difficult to hear what they're saying. But the music here is pretty decent, so I guess that's kind of a plus, I guess. Wow, that gore effect looked ungodly cheap, and I know this is an independent film, but the way that they opened up that girl's chest by cutting her open and reaching for her guts, it looked incredibly fake. And this movie is produced by Troma. Fucking Troma. And Lloyd Kaufman was part of the production cast. The guy who made the Toxic Avenger series. I'm only like 12 minutes in, and God, this does not look very promising, guys. And you know, to remind you, this was made in 2013. We have better horror movies now. Well, oh, sorta, but that's a different story for a different time. And there he is, the late Hall of Famer Roddy Piper. I feel so sorry that this was his last ever movie, because so far I am severely disappointed. Because there was a scene with the zombies, and the makeup effects look fucking awful, and especially for a studio that specializes in horror, the zombie makeup in this looks fucking horrendous. I'm begging, fucking begging something good happens in this, because like, I don't know, maybe if if Piper turns out to be the saving grace of this movie. But at this point, at this point, it would be asking too much out of this. Okay, now we got zombies going to find some random band for some reason. Is there any consistency in this movie? Because so far, we've yet to see the fucking pro wrestlers versus zombies. There's been no wrestlers taking on zombies yet.
Most daunting foes. For once, the outcome will not be predetermined.
And I'm nearly half an hour into this.
You will be rewarded with
Fuck me, this is.
You have the chance to be heroes.
And I've got another hour. And I've got another hour of this shit to go. Fucking really? Kurt Angle didn't even last that long. And seriously, we saw him, and then he fought off zombies by using wrestling moves. And I wish I was making that up, but yes, he fought off zombies using wrestling moves, and then all of a sudden, he gets eaten, and is now probably going to be turned into a zombie. Oh wait, there he is. There's Zombie Angle. Did I really just say that? Why did I decide to watch this? And there goes Matt Hardy. Bet you the director wishes is probably wishing he's probably wishing that he got that he got his brother, but being in 2013, I'm guessing that was during when Jeff Hardy was at during Jeff's second or God knows how many of drug violation in TNA, but oh well. But I guess that's kind of a plus since you don't have to take any part in this shit, because I mean, I will give them credit. The stunt choreography when for when they do like wrestling moves are pretty well done, but that's pretty much the only thing I can find to defend this fucking thing, because I'm actually I'm actually wishing for this thing to be done already, because it's this is one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. And there goes Hacksaw Duggan. So that just leaves Shane Douglas and Piper. Don't care what happens to Shane Douglas, but as long as Piper survives, that's a good thing. And this is another thing I want to bring up. None of the zombies in this move like actual zombies, and I mean, I've seen zombies doing like wrestling moves. Well, the ones that were with the zombie wrestlers. But the rest, I sort of doubt zombies that behave like this. Now, bear in mind, I've never actually seen any of Troma's previous zombie movies, but I can only assume that they're better than this. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, at this point, I'm actually hoping that the franchise Shane Douglas gets eaten alive because he's just been a total asshole in this. But then again, I'm also hoping that this movie finally fucking ends soon. And by the looks of it, it looks like it's coming to an end. So please let it fucking end already. Okay, that was Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. This is actually my second take doing the review portion because I was fucking up all over the place. So consider this review portion as take 2, as I just did. But either way, I'm so thankful this fucking thing ended, and for reasons I will go into. First off, the writing. What writing? I mean, this is something that could have been perfect. I mean, you've got... I mean, even from the title itself, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, that alone could have been... something like that, it just sounds fucking awesome, but as it turns out, they just fucked it up at the last minute. But anyway, but here's a brief rundown. During a match, the franchise Shane Douglas accidentally kills a wrestler in the ring, and the brother of said deceased wrestler decides to get revenge by getting the powers of necromancy, which was very clear on how he obtained it. So he leads Shane Douglas as well as a few other wrestlers to some abandoned prison to take part in some for a supposed show, but as it turns out, it was just a revenge on the dead wrestler's brother. And throughout this, as I said, that the whole thing about the necromancy was never fully developed. So after left wondering how he managed to get a hold of said powers. So yeah, the writing in this is just absolute garbage. Acting. Well, I stated at the start that this movie does feature some legit professional wrestlers. Like as I just stated, you got the franchise Shane Douglas, you got Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Kurt Angle, Matt Hardy, and the late Rowdy Roddy Piper, rest in peace. Out of all of them, Piper was the only good actor in this, because the rest, because spoiler alert, Kurt Angle doesn't last long as he gets turned into as he becomes a zombie about a minute or two after he appears. Matt Hardy ends up dead as well. Same with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and then by the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Shane Douglas ends up dead after having to see the zombie versions of his family being killed. But at that point, what was supposed to be an emotional scene, I just felt nothing because after what I just watched, I literally felt nothing. I didn't feel any sympathy for Shane Douglas. It's just I just felt nothing, and the fact that Shane Douglas tried to play his wrestling character throughout this film, which may sound like a good idea at first, but then it just turns out to be incredibly corny, and just makes the acting plus the bad writing in this look like a bad episode of Monday Night Raw or an episode of TNA. But then again, even TNA at their worst is better than this shit. And I never thought I would have to defend TNA, but yeah, acting in this was just awful. Effects. The makeup for the zombies looked pretty shit, as it looked like something from a zombie movie from from at least the 80s, which kind of makes you wonder if the people at Trauma Entertainment have been using the same zombie makeup since the old days. Bear in mind, I've never seen any of Trauma's films prior to watching this, which means I've never seen Toxic Avenger or any of the other films that they've done. But I'm hoping that their previous films are better than what I just watched. And even the gore effects that they tried to pull off, like at the start where there was a guy that was performing a human sacrifice and trying to reach into this girl's heart, and in what looked like some of the blood and some of the intestines just looked incredibly fake. Now, I'm not an expert on what horror movies are like nowadays, because bear in mind, I'm not the biggest horror movie fanatic, because I mean, I don't mind watching them, but I would never go out and buy them on DVD or Blu-ray because they rarely get watched. But different story, different time. But the gore effects in this just looked incredibly cheap, but I will say some of the choreography for the the wrestling stunts for some of the fights were actually pretty decent, as it looked like the wrestling you would see on TV, but even that doesn't come close to saving this piece of shit. Yes, I have been saying piece of shit a lot, but that's how I feel about this film. Music. Well, music, not too bad, because quite a lot of heavy metal music, which some of which are actually pretty good. So I guess that's a second plus to this, but again, with bad writing and acting, it just doesn't help out with anything. But so now, with that all said and done, that just leaves the one final question: can I recommend this movie? No. Even if you're a die-hard zombie movie fan or a fan of wrestling, avoid this movie like the plague. Because especially considering that this was funded through Kickstarter, you know, the one that funded did the likes of Shovel Knight and various other indie games, and as well as some other movie projects. This film was just absolute horrendous, and I have no intentions of watching it ever again. But if you are interested, this is available on DVD. Well, and I think it's also on Blu-ray in the US. But if you see this in say Tesco's or HMV or whatever, don't pay over £3 for this, because it's not worth £10. Now, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies was not only recommended, but it was also lended to me. The person who let me a shot of this was my best friend Sarah, aka the Blood Princess, which I will link at right here, so you guys can check out her stuff. And Sarah, thank you. I was curious about this film, and I can definitely say that you're right. This thing is the worst horror movie, the worst zombie movie ever made, and I'm hoping to God you didn't pay over. I'm hoping to God you didn't pay attention for this, because it just ain't worth it. And even looking at this box just disgusts me, so I'm just gonna have to put this aside. But ugh. So, after watching that, I need to watch a good zombie film. Let's see. Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go find on Netflix and see if they got Shaun of the Dead. Why? Because Shaun of the Dead was awesome. Because even though that's a comedy, but at least it admits to it. So I'm gonna be watching that. So with that, we come to close on our reaction and everything. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And as always, if there's a movie that you want me to check out, then send me a request to one of the social media links in the outro. And until next time, I'm Dr. Frederick signing out. Later.